Hello to everyone from all around the globe. This is the Bitcoin News with Sasa, originally Bitcoin Hirek with Sasa, as I'm creating the daily news for the Hungarians. But right now it's a special episode. I want to show you how to remember your crypto wallet's seed phrase. So let's dive into it. First of all, we have some facts. First of all, there are only 2048 words used as seed phrases, BIP37. You can find it below this link, but I will show you. It can be found at the GitHub, BIP0037. And here are the words. Those are used as seed phrases, the 2048 words. You can check all of them right here. But let's get back to our topic. So regarding this, the positive one is that the limited amount helps remembering. So it's not infinite amount of words are used for the seed phrases. It's a good news. Meanwhile, from the other side, as a controversy or even a leaked portion of a word can reduce safety, because you just leak two words like A, B from your word and it reduces only to like 10 words. Yep, 10. Oh, exactly 10. Okay. With the A, B combination at the beginning as the first letter. So it needs to be taken care of. Next point is the overall variations add up to 2048 multiplied by 24. So 2048 multiplied by 2048 multiplied by 2048, and in the end it adds up to roughly 3 and additionally 79 zeros. Here below you can see all the variations. This huge unimaginable number is getting created. These are all of the variations that can be created by using these 2048 words for a 24 word seed phrase. So regarding the positives, the pro about it is that almost infinite variations reduce hacking possibility. It's a really good news. Meanwhile, as a controversy or contra, the forgetting a word or mixing the order equals lose it all. You can lose all your money if you forget your seed phrase and cannot access your crypto wallet. So let's move ahead. We have checked the facts. And what are the issues? The issues is, first of all, you can store your seed phrases digitally, but unfortunately the digital data can get hacked. It's not so good news. Second point, storing physically. You can store also physically. One type is if you store it on a paper, then the paper can burn. So you need to take care of it directly. And after that, another option is also possible. You can put it on a metal plate or just hit it into a metal plate, the exact words that you need. In this way, this cannot get burnt, so it will last for a long time. Meanwhile, just to highlight, you must do it on your own. As if you tell someone to please hit these numbers into this metal plate, then he will know, he will be aware of your private key, so you cannot let it out from your hand. You need to do it for your own. And the third point is that both methods can become visible by others, either storing digitally, either storing physically. Anyway, though there's a possibility that someone else can see these words. So let's move ahead. How can we solve all these issues? Let's get to the possible solutions. First of all, the perfect storage is your own memory. I would definitely tell that. And one type or one method was used by the ancient Romans and Greeks, and they used numbers and places and pictures, or places instead of places, sometimes furniture. So there's a thinking method for them that like you walk in a room, then you know where is each furniture in the room, and you make the numbers that the first furniture is on the left, the second one is on the top left corner, and so on, the third one is in front of you. So just like this, and they have connected these furnitures or places and numbers to pictures. And if, for example, let's propose that your seed phrase word is apple, then you put on a furniture an apple, and you imagine, you remember this picture, and you will be able to recognize that your first word in your room, the first furniture is this, let's call it table, and this is the first word, and your first word is the apple. If you can recognize this picture, this is a bit overcomplicated, but it still works as I see. So coming further, or let's go further. During my school years, I was using first letters plus pictures. Just with the first letters, here's an example, like the Ohm's law. What makes up the Ohm's law is the voltage, the current, and the resistance. And if you remember the first letters from the words, like VCR, there was a video recorder or something like that previously. Most of you probably do not even recognize the video cassettes and things like that. We are in a digital age by now. But for example, if you remember the word VCR, then you can later on think about it and pull it out that the V means voltage, the C means current, and the R means resistance. Okay, as we get know about all of this, let's go further ahead. A picture solution. I will drive you towards a picture solution. How can you solve this issue with remembering a picture? First, you need to decide how many seed phrase words would you like to merge in one picture. I would even exclude one seed phrase or one word per picture, and also the two word per picture. Let's start with, but you can also choose that. It's up to you as you wish. But let's start to check. If you have 3 words in a picture, then you need to create 8 pictures. Either vertically or horizontally, it's up to you. But you can do it this way. Other way is you can use 4 words for a picture. In that case, you will need 6 pictures in the end. And last but not least, you can use 6 words for a picture and multiply it by 4. You need 4 picture only in the end, and you will have your 24 seed phrase words in the end. Okay, let's go ahead. I will move towards the, let's say, 3 multiplied by 8, but I would think it as 6 multiplied by 4, as I could commonize the whole picture in one corner of the main picture. You will understand it later on. We will get there soon. So let's get ahead. The first example number 1. You have 3 words like for example, the apple, the hospital, and the west. You can look for pictures like apple, hospital, and west. But if you put all these pictures into another picture, a bigger picture, then 90% of the people will recognize that it's an apple, it's probably a hospital, and it's probably pointing towards west, this compass. So it's still not the best solution. What can you do? Or you can merge all of these into one picture. So from this picture, anyone can think anyone. No one will directly think about the apple, the hospital, and the west. You can think about a leaf, a tree, the grass, the shadow, the sunlight, anything. Any person who's not familiar with a picture, according to your imagination, won't be able to recognize what is your seed phrase base originates from it. So let's check where is it is the apple. Luckily it's even a green apple tree, so apples can barely be seen between the green leaves. And secondly, there's a hospital. This tree is a wounded tree. So from this I can directly recognize for myself that the hospital word as this tree is damaged or wounded. And last but not least, the west. The sun is going down. If you check this direction, going to the west right now, it will soon get sunset. So I will remember from this the position of the sun that it is the west. The third word is the west. Okay, let's move further ahead. Example number 2. Well, let's have these words: the master, the remember, and the key. First of all, from the master, the first thing that comes into my mind is Bruce Lee, and the second one was Gandalf. And let's move ahead. Next one is remember. Oh, I don't know. There's just post-it about remember, and the third one is the key. If you put these words, maybe from Bruce Lee, not everyone will associate it to the master, but from the remember post-it and from the key, 90% of the people will know that it's a remember and it's a key. So how to commonize it? It's a bit more trickier this way, because first of all, the master. In my mind, I will recognize that Gandalf is a master in my eye, to say so. Next one is remember. Gandalf is remembering something, so I will know my second word about it. But what is Gandalf is remembering it? What is the first third word? That's the key. And where is the key? I couldn't find a key in the picture. So what have I came up with? Let's check. There's the Hobbit door is open, so I can in my mind and think about that Gandalf is thinking about, oh shit, I cannot close this door because I don't remember where's the key. So he's thinking about the whereabout of the key for this open door. So from this picture I can 100% perfectly recognize that he is a master who is remembering about the key as he would like to shut that door. Okay, let's move ahead. Order reminder for double safety. How to remind the orders? Maybe you can mix up the words as we have met with the apple, the hospital, the west, the master, the remember, and the key words. So for just the minor signature in the picture, I will put this. So if I read together the first letters from these words, then I will know the order. It is a hardware mark. And in this picture, it was a little tough to find someone hardware tattooed on a body or a processor tattoo, but I just managed to find this. So from this picture, I will definitely recognize that it's a hardware mark. And from the hardware mark, I can dive below, and A means apple, H means hospital, V means west, mark from the beginning of the mark, the MA means master, the R means remember, and the key means key. So, as we have all of this, let's check further what else do we need to do. Finally, let's find a frame for the composition, as we'll need to create one picture from multiple ones. So first of all, I've also started just to check it on the internet, the frames, what it drops up for a picture frame, what kind of pictures, we have all kind of frames, but in the end I have found the best of all. I assume it's a miracle, it's really wonderful that I have found. This is a building in Dubai, and it's a frame. It's directly a frame, so it looks wonderful. It's one of the miracles of the verse for me, as I just found it. I realize it. So really huge appreciation to the Dubai people, or Dubaian people. Sorry, I doesn't know how to pronounce it in English. Okay, so by now we also have the frame too. So let's see what is the outcome. And here you are. We already have the first quadrant of our full picture, including the sub-pictures to say so that I was mentioning previously. So here we have just a small picture in the corner to recognize us about the order. It is a hardware mark, so we need a hardware. A means apple, and here from this picture we can remember that it's an apple tree, and our word is the apple. The second one is the hospital, and from the wound we can recognize the hospital. The third one is the west. As the sun goes down, we can recognize the west. We only need after to remember what was this. This was a hardware tattoo or a hardware mark. So we need the mark, and from the mark, the MA means master. The R means remember, master remembers, and the K means the key to shut the door. So here we are, everyone. We have our picture. So from now you just need to find, everyone has a different imagination. So just you need to free up your imagination, find your own pictures. Those make you remember of the specific seed phrase words that you need to store in your memory. And we're all done. And you can go to sleep and smile if you think about the picture, as it will pop up in front of your eyes, your pictures and your three words after each other. So in the end, I hope I could bring some calmness to your souls. Feel free to donate via the below addresses to support me further saving the world. Thank you, and wish you smiling dreams. Goodbye, everyone.